Thank you for watching our channel and our course. We are providing services for proofreading, article formatting and citation management. And there are much more about the services. For more information, you may contact us on the provided contact details. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the Advanced Academic Writing course, Lecture 3. I am your tutor Muhammad Junaid Anjum, and today we are going to discuss literature review. And in this lecture, I will tell you what are the aspects of doing literature review, starting from the scratch, mean from the definition. First of all, what is the literature review? Literature review is basically present a critical view on the current state of knowledge on the given topic or research area. It is one of the earliest tasks that a scholar or student should perform when starting a research or any writing. This is consists of all the papers or relevant theses or student articles on the particular study. Now, one should think that what are the benefits of the literature review? First of all, it will help you to shape up the research question and identify the key authors of that particular area, and also helps you to identify the journals related to you and what are the latest developments are happening in the recent past, and provides comprehensive overview of the recent knowledge. And most important thing, it will keeps you up to date. Now I want you to see the literature review as a process. Everyone know that nowadays searching a literature review is very easy task, and many tools are available such as Google Scholar, Web of Knowledge, Scopus, and other sources like Medline and Ethos, and also Gray Literature. These are basically laboratory reports, conference proceedings, or posters. Think that from where you should start the process of literature review. You should start with the review article because it comprises all the recent research happened on the particular subject, and also help you to spot number of sources you need to decide when to read and why you should read those sources. Also, that you need to scan the content with the keywords relevant to your study and read only those sections which are providing information related to your subject. Once you find the relevant information, then you need to read the whole article. Before that, you do not need to read the whole article. It is also better to print out the paper and attach to the respective paper annotation tool I have discussed before. These are basically the sources from where you can get the academic literature. Now, what is the critical voice and why you should need to develop the critical voice? Whenever you are reading something, you should need to find out what are the discrepancies in their studies so that you can do something new. That's why the critical voice or analysis is very important. What should be included in your critical voice? Looking for the evidence that supports the claim that is an author making in their article. Checking that the author's conclusion follow the sound logical argument, and see that what are the implicit or explicit assumptions are made in the article, and verify that the claims that author making in their article are basically matching with the other scholars or what your personal experience is telling you about that claim. Now, the journal club. It is very helpful tool to keep yourself and your friend up to date, and it will reduce the burden of reading so many papers by one person only. Basically, a journal club is an informal gathering of scholars who meet to discuss and critique a selected paper, and it will help you to improve the personal critical skills, ability to evaluate the other work, and also build the confidence in you so that you can face the different arguments, and it will prepare you for the objections that may your reader or maybe your peer reviewers made when you are writing your article. I hope you understand a journal club. These are the tips for making the journal club I will give you in the download section, and these are the items you need to discuss in your journal club, and these are the really important. If you follow these things, I don't think so you will not the master the subject. You will definitely master the subject if you follow these rules, and these are the experienced and tested rules that I am discussing here, and all of the things I am telling you from the books and from the personal experience. Now you need to see how can you take literature review as a product. First of all, what are the key functions of a literature review? These are the basic features such as it will keep you up to date, locate the gap in the particular research area, and provides the justification for undertaking the study, and demonstrate your knowledge on the particular area of the subject, and provides evidence to support your claims. Or like if some other person did the same thing and their results are matching with your results, you can say that already published data also confirming your results, it means you are right about it. The other things, what are the types of literature review? There are basically four types in which we can divide the literature review: traditional, systematic, meta-analysis, and meta-synthesis. What are the traditional or narrative literature review? Basically, it provides a summary of selected body of literature review as a comprehensive background on a current research topic. This is systematic, meta-analysis, meta-synthesis. I want to mention here a traditional review basically used in most of the scientific subjects, and other literature reviews mostly used in the social sciences or policy making. Now, how to write the literature review? First of all, you need to identify the research question. What are you looking for? Now, break down the individual components of research questions if it is applicable to your, and then consider the order of presentation of the information and map out the main point and provide relevant references. Keep clear writing direction. I will also be discussing some techniques to organize the thoughts in preparation for writing. I want to emphasize here, consider the order of presentation of information is very important. Most of the time, if you are science student, you need to tell about the particular subject first, introduce that subject a brief, and then tell what are the benefits and applications of that particular thing, and then try to summarize some previous work, and then try to summarize what are the gaps or what are the disadvantages of other work, and then you need to tell what is the novelty of your work, why your work is important. So you need to consider the order of your information, and this should follow the sequence so that the reader is clear about your finding and what are the research gaps are present. Now, citing the other words. Use paraphrasing instead of direct quotation. Mean you do not copy paste the other work. You need to take the information, take the idea, and write that idea in your own word. And always provide reference on any result, graph, theory, or idea you have taken from the other work. In general, any claim or statement must be backed up by sufficient evidence, except from common knowledge such that the sun rises from the east. It is a common fact. You do not need to cite anything for that. Reports on academic assessment requires references of common knowledge. So must be keep in your mind. The other thing is literature review matrix. The matrix is merely a table that lists a series of specific research questions or aspects of interest and their corresponding results as obtained in previous studies. If the extent of your literature review is too broad, consider using different matrices, possibly arranged only by theme. For example, one of the table you can arrange on the basis of the findings. The next table you can prepare advantages and disadvantages, and you can also make the table like the history, when this thing is happened, then what transition happened in what year, and follow the timeline to the present year. Also prepare the annotation tool, and these are the very helpful tools to provide a quick overview of a single paper. You do not need to read a paper once again. So it will reduce so much time, and that time you can consume in writing practice. I hope you understand and like this lecture. Please rate this course and give your valuable reviews.